Boy, does it ever rain in Iowa. Sometimes a lot. It sure did this week. So I was reading in Isaiah 55 this morning. As the rain and the snow come down from heaven, and do not return to it without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Wow, I think it's really cool that there's a comparison set up there between the rain and the snow and the Bible, the Word of God. And so I thought about that comparison for a while this morning. I mean, the rain and the snow are expected, somewhat predictable. You can forecast it. And there's no stopping it once it starts, and the law of gravity accents it. What goes down stays down. The only thing that comes up is the new life and the plant growth. Without the rain and the snow, there is drought. I mean, life is dependent on it. And sometimes it comes down as a drizzle, sometimes as a downpour. We sure had that this week in Iowa. And the natural cycle of the rain and the snow really points to supernatural origins. And you combine the rain and the snow with the sunshine and you get a rainbow, a beautiful picture of God's covenant promises. And so what about that comparison with the Bible, the Word of God? I mean, like the rainfall, we can expect God to speak. We can predict that He will when we read the Bible. It's the only book in the universe where the author is present when I read it. God is a speaking God, and He uses His Word. And there's no stopping it. His Word will go forth. And so we can hide under an umbrella, or we can take a walk in the rain and soak in His Word. Without His Word, we'll become dry and parched. I've experienced that in my own life. Life depends on the living waters that flow from His Word. God sometimes, I've noticed, speaks in a slow drizzle of a whisper, and sometimes as a downpour. And the rainfall of His words are really supernatural. They're living and active. What about the rainbow, the great reminder of the promises that come as I nourish my soul in His Word? And so the context of Isaiah 55, the very first verse, comes forth with, "Come, all who are thirsty, come to the waters." And there's great promise that flows from that. Isaiah 55:12 says, "You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace, and the mountains and the hills will burst into songs before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands." I mean, wow, what a great image. So be encouraged and take a walk in the rain of His Word today.